Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here on the second day of the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We are here with the new head coach of the Port Isabel Tarpons, Coach Jason Strunk. Coach, how does new head coach at Port Isabel sound?
Sounds awesome to me. I'm loving it.
Congratulations on the new gig. I know you are super excited to get the season going. I know you've moved down from you were at Lubbock last year. You've long moved down to the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah.
When the job came open, Port Isabel came open, you know, you obviously were very interested. What were some of the things that attracted you to that job in that part of the state when the job first came open?
Yeah, you know, throughout the years, you know how close I've been to some other jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking, and this was one that opened up last year. I didn't get it, and I had it circled. If it ever came open again, I'd take a look at it because of the tradition. They're 4A D2. It's a one-horse town. You know, it's what I was looking for. It's perfect. A long history of winning, good tradition, blue-collar kids, which is, you know, I'm from a blue-collar area. So it fit all those things I wanted to check off in my box. And I was just fortunate enough to get down there and get a job like that because I feel lucky right now, very lucky.
And I guess living near the beach doesn't hurt either, does it?
It doesn't hurt, especially when you have a bulldog.
Yeah,
you know,
Yogi.
and he attracts some attention. Yeah, Yogi's kind of a stud, so he helps me out down there with beach walking. Me and my wife take him for a walk and all that, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, has he? No, he was a South Plains dog. He was
Right.
kind of on the West Texas. Has he adjusted to beach life yet?
Yeah, I think so. Bulldogs adjust easily. You know, they're rammy for a couple minutes and they just sleep the rest of the day. So he's fine.
Okay,
he's
all
good.
Right. Well, looking ahead, you know, obviously we are here at Texas High School Coaches Association, and you're not from Texas, but I would consider you a Texan now. You've been here long enough. You're a Texan. Talk about what THSCA, this convention, and what being involved in the Texas High School Coaches Association means to you.
You know, it's funny. When I got here, everybody told me I was just in Texas on a visa. And I had to earn my stripes here, so I'm glad you called me a Texan. I like that.
You're a Texan. You're a Texan now, yeah.
You know, being from Pennsylvania and coaching high school and college football in Pennsylvania, being in Florida, then coaching at Purdue, and then coming here, this rivals AFCA, you know, and all that. There's no state quite like this, you know, with this association. It's a professional association, which, you know, as far as I know, I've never been a part of one unless I've been in the state of Texas or AFCA. So this is really neat. I mean, putting on this convention and seeing all the people here, it's professional. It reminds me just like coaching Division I college football. It's great. I think it's the best state for football, United States, hands down, for a lot of reasons. I've seen a lot of football.
I would agree.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of football.
Yeah,
I coach in different states. And there's just nothing that quite rivals Texas, you know, the pageantry, the professional organizations and so forth, and the coaches here, and then the media guys. I mean, you guys do a great job. You know,
I'm okay.
There,
it's more. You know, Max makes us all look really good. That's usually what
I understand
that. Now, speaking of pageantry and excitement, I don't know if there's any part of the state of Texas where you get more pageantry and more excitement about high school football than in the Rio Grande Valley.
Right.
I mean, there's no pro team down there. There's no college team down there. I mean, the high school teams are really the centers of those communities, and people just rally behind the high school teams. Yeah. You haven't coached a game in the Valley yet, but I know you've heard the stories. Are you excited? How fired up are you to be a part of that atmosphere and be a part of Tarpon football?
I'm pumped. I mean, that's what you want as a football coach, to be somewhere where you're taken seriously. They love your product. They want to be a part of it. Football's important to the community. I mean, it really is. It's important. They care about the kids, and it's so nice to get back to a program like that where the town just rallies around the football team. It's neat right now. I sound like a kid because I'm just excited, but it's just a neat thing. And I haven't even coached the game yet, but you can feel the excitement and see the people around, and you know they're going to be involved in Tarpon football, and that makes me happy. As a coach, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds me of coaching, you know, at Purdue. You know, I mean, everyone rallies around the university. Of course, I live next to Texas Tech, so everyone's a Red Raider. And down there, like you just said, there's no pro team, no college team. It's Tarpon football. So I'm excited about that.
All right, now looking ahead to 2018, you're taking over a team that struggled a little bit last year. You know, they didn't have the kind of season that they're used to in Port Isabel. Port Isabel is used to winning seasons, district titles, winning multiple playoff games. I know you've had a chance to watch your team on some game film from last year as you evaluated your kids. And then I know you've watched them. You know, you got there late, but you've gone through the summer strength and conditioning. What kind of team can Tarpon fans to expect to see in 2018? What's going to be your team's personality in 2018?
You know, like you said, it was just an odd year for the Tarpons. You know, unfortunately, I'm coming in now, and I think my style of football fits with kind of what they've always been, a power football team, power run team. And that fits my personnel sets. I'm going to use a lot of tight ends, a lot of H-backs, a third tight end, which we call a U. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things similar to what they've been doing for a long time. And I think that the kids are excited about that, that we're coming in, we're getting back to some power football. And then I think we're going to be Port Isabel 2.0, power run game with all my other elements featured in.
Port Isabel, when they had a lot of success, they were a slot T team. I'm sure
Right.
you've seen some slot T stuff, and you've seen what they've run offensively.
Right.
Your personality is a power run, but you still get into some spread stuff, and you have the ability when you need to. Because, I mean, the knock on a slot T team that everybody says is, what do they do on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, that kind of thing. They struggle throwing the ball. You're going to be in third. I mean, I know you don't want to be in 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 11, but there will be situations when you're in 3rd and 11. And so having the ability to, number one, make plays on 3rd and long, and then also keep defenses honest where they're not putting nine guys in the box.
Right.
You have that threat of a pass. So I know that's one element you're looking to bring, right?
Yeah, that's the whole key. We'll be anywhere from 3 tight ends to 2 tight ends to empty. And then we'll be 11 personnel running power stuff, RPO stuff, all kinds of stuff. Everything you see Auburn running and the elements I learned at Purdue and I brought to what I was running in Florida. It's a combination of all of it. And one of our first meetings we had the other day, X's and O's wise, if guys have been coaching under a long time, they're like, Coach, we've never seen anything like this before. So I know those guys have been there for a long time. I know what we're going to bring is going to be an element people quite haven't seen, and that makes it exciting for me. I think with us, we have a lot of team speed. A lot of good skill kids returning. Then you add my son to that mix, who's a burner. It's really good. But what I've really been impressed with is the size. We have a bunch of size, and what it reminds me of, I'm close to Shane Mobley. And when Sweetwater, made that run, I was with him every step of the way, going to the games on the sidelines. The size I see is very, very similar to what Sweetwater was those years and still is.
What kind of, watching your kids in summer strength and conditioning, what kind of the work ethic, how impressed have you been with the work ethic of your kids?
They come in, they work hard. I mean, they get after it, and from what I've been told, the coaches have told me it's the best participation we've had there in at least 5 years. So kids are coming in excited, ready to go. They're doing good things. They work hard. You don't need to tell them to do anything twice. They get in, they get it done. So that having the work ethic instilled already is a huge part of our success this year, and that comes from the tradition. The Coach Stunball had, and he instilled there, and that's still there.
Yeah.
So we get to come in, and that's something I don't have to worry about. They're going to work hard. So we just pick that up and run with it and get them back to where they're used to being.
All right. Now, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Dairy Max, we're partners, and I know you're a guy who's always been big on nutrition.
Right.
And so from your perspective, is milk, chocolate milk, are those important pieces of the puzzle for a good diet for a high school football player? Because we all know if you're not fueling your body right. You're not going to be able to perform on Friday night. You're not going to be able to perform during the week because you're not giving your body the fuel it needs. Is chocolate milk a big part of that equation for you and your team?
It is, and I learned all this stuff coaching college football. The best thing you can do for your body is chocolate milk, and that doesn't mean you're drinking a gallon of chocolate milk before bed. What chocolate milk is in nutrition, high school football and college football, etc., it's timing. So within 15 minutes of your post-workout, within 15 minutes you get 20 to 25 grams of protein back in your body. You start the recovery process, lean muscle mass, etc. So it's the timing, too. It's not just drinking it. It's the timing of it. Chocolate milk's all you need. It has everything you need. You have these companies, that charge you $4.99 a bottle. Good old-fashioned chocolate milk's going to get the job done for you with some peanut butter and jelly. You're set. You're good.
So I'm guessing the Tarpons will have plenty of chocolate milk in stock after practice and after workouts?
Yeah, you can count on that. That's another element that we're going to add down there that will help us nutritionally, conditioning-wise, strength-wise, etc. I'm looking forward to seeing what that does.
Speaking of nutrition, have you had a chance to eat at any of the great Port Isabel restaurants yet?
No, I keep getting shut out. I can't get in. I got to wait for you to get down there
You're
to get
the
me
head coach
in.
at Port Isabel. How are you getting shut out of those places? They're just too packed, aren't they?
Too packed. I can't even park.
Man.
I've tried it 3 times now. So
all right,
I need someone with some favor down there, to get me in. And
you are the head football coach at Port Isabel. You got more favor than anyone down there.
I hope.
All right, Coach. Now it's time. It is time for the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to spin the wheel. Whatever question it lands on, you got to answer it truthfully. We're not going to get you fired or anything.
Okay.
So
No, I'm good.
spin that bad boy.
All
Give
right,
it a shot.
It's like I'm on the New Jersey boardwalk again.
This is a good one. All right. Now, we all know your favorite state in the union is the state of Texas. There's no question about that. You are a Texan after all.
I'm a Texan. That's right.
Now, I need to know, because you're a well-traveled guy.
Right.
What is your second favorite state in the union and why?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because it's where I'm from. Born and raised, Northeast Pennsylvania, blue-collar, cement belt town.
You're a Steelers fan, right?
I'm a Steelers fan since 1978, and the Yankees, by the way. So that's my area of the woods.
Yuck.
Yeah, so
right.
I'll go with Texas, and people from
Texas
Pennsylvania
is number one.
disown me, but that's
okay.
I'm good with it. Yes, I'm good with it.
In Pennsylvania, I've driven through Pennsylvania. It's very
great,
especially
state.
in the fall. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great state.
And there's nothing like a good Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, there's no question.
There's
now the
like
question for you
Philly.
is, we have this going on.
He's asking me questions.
You go to Philly and you want a cheesesteak. You have two choices.
Okay.
Is it Pat's or Geno's for you?
I've never been to Philadelphia.
Oh,
so now I've had the Pittsburgh with the coleslaw, the
from
sandwich.
Primanti Brothers.
Yeah,
now
I've
that's
had
a
that.
good sandwich.
But I've never been to Philly, so
okay.
I cannot.
So
you tell me if I go to Philly, where do I go?
I'm a Pat's guy, so you got to go to Pat's. When you go there, you let me know how it is.
Okay, Pat's. All right.
Pat's.
I love a good Philly cheesesteak. He's Jason Strunk. We're Dave Campbell's Texas football coach. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us, and congrats again. And we'll see you week 4.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
All right, Coach.